Sorry about the noise. I was just about to mount this and take the bark off, but let me show you some things that I've made before. I started Terry Duckmanton's Wooden Things for RSCH fundraising page. I did it because the RSCH, the Royal Surrey County Hospital, has done a lot for me and my family, and I wanted to give something back. I decided to do it by making wooden things on this lathe, turning stuff to make, well, things like that. This is a candle holder, or strictly speaking a tea light holder. There's a hole in the end there for a tea light. But the thing that started me on all that was this. I'd seen people making wooden pens. I've been to craft fairs and I've seen racks of these on sale for quite high prices in some cases. And I thought I could do that. But the only thing I didn't have at the time was a lathe like this. I've since splashed out, bought one, practiced, and reached the point where I could in fact produce one of these. I've made several now. In fact, I think each member of my family already has one. This one's a fountain pen, as you can, well, you may be able to see from there, I don't know. Others have had rollerball pens. Same style, but a rollerball rather than a nib. Having done that, I then started to experiment with other things. As I say, you saw there the tea light holder. I've made other tea light holders, but they are now with family elsewhere. Short, fat ones, usually. And one of the staples of the woodturner's art is the bowl. This one's got a piece of wire in it. I made this one from a lump of pine that I was given by a lady, a local lady, and she said her parents had had this sitting in their conservatory for quite some time, and would I like it? So I said yes. It was a very big lump. This was about the only whole piece I could rescue from it, and I'm quite pleased with the way it turned out. When you go online and start looking at the things that other people are making, one of the ones that fascinated me, mainly on account of my past when I was a very young boy, I had a woodworking uncle who used to make things like this. Now, we used to call these whip and top. I don't know if that's the current name of them, but there you are, whip and top. The idea was that you've got a stick with a piece of string on it, wrap the piece of string around here, whiz the stick away, and this would start spinning on whatever surface. We used to do it on the road. That was one of the shapes he did. That was the first one I made, and I was quite delighted with it, except it was very difficult for my grandson, who was 5 at the time I think, to actually operate. It's weighty, it's quite heavy. So I started looking around at different shapes. But the next one I made was that one. That was less successful in fact than the heavy one. I found it very difficult to get this one started. So I went back on the internet and found that somebody was making them with a launcher. Now, this device allows you to start the spinning thing with a piece of string that you pull, but this holds it in place so it doesn't fly off down the room. It actually goes where you want it to go, and I found this very successful. I don't like the shape. This thing sticking out of it is wrong as far as I'm concerned. Can you see it properly there? There you go. It doesn't work very well in that respect, and I'd like it to be, well, I'd like it to not have that bit. So if you're left with just the wooden shape at the bottom, that's lovely. But I couldn't get those to work as well. This works wonderfully well. I'll just move the camera and I'll show you how it goes. Okay, so I've set it up now so that you can see what you need. This is the spinning top itself. This is the launcher. You put the spinning top in the launcher and you need a piece of string. This one, not that one. So, spinning top in launcher, take your string and thread it through the little hole in the spinning top shaft, and then turn the spinning top itself to wind the string onto the shaft. I'm hoping you can see this happening. And there we go. That's almost got it. Just make sure it's wound up all the way. There we are. And then we can go again. 1, 2, 3, pull. There. You've seen the spinning top in operation. You've seen the pen. You've seen the bowl, and you've seen the candle holders. I have got somewhere around here a couple of pieces. This is not a finished piece by any means. It's a blank that I've turned up so far, and I'm now letting it dry until I can reliably turn the rest of it into, well, it's obviously going to be a bowl. And this was from a piece of, which was this? Oh, this was a piece of willow that I managed to get from the side of the road. Tree fellas have been out chopping a tree down, and I got a couple of branches from that. This is part of one of them, and I've got another one down there which is similar but hasn't got the hollowed out bit here. So those will sit and dry for quite some time until I can reliably turn them without getting cracks and other problems that you can get with these things. So, having seen what we've got here, I hope something has piqued your interest and said to you, I want some of that, and I want to give some money to the Royal Surrey County Hospital fund. So obviously you could go to my webpage now and just donate some money. Not a problem, I'll let you do that, obviously. But the wooden things that I've made here are also on offer. These are offered as a pair. The two wooden tea light holders, you can see how big they are, they're quite large. I offer these as a pair, and I would suggest that you'd want to pay, oh I don't know, if you're in a shop you'd be looking at £10–15, no trouble. So something of that order would be nice, I thought. But this is a donation to the Royal Surrey, not to me, I don't get any of this at all. And you get these lovely tea light holders. I'm not actually selling any of these directly because they're all fairly grim. But if you would like one, that style, the old lumpy style, or the new launcher style of spinning top, then let me know. Send me a message via Facebook or Nextdoor or wherever you are, and I will make you one from a bit nicer piece of wood. This is obviously a prototype with bits of pine sticking in it and all sorts. I can do that much better. So if you would like one, let me know and I will make you one from better wood. Bowls like this was actually donated, or the wood was donated by a lady who was a neighbour of ours, or near neighbour, and I intend to offer her first choice of this. I think it came from her parents. For the life of me I can't remember her name at the moment, but she will get first dibs. If it's not taken by her, then it will be back on offer, or again I can make something similar if you would wish, so let me know, I can make you one. This is more of a challenge. I'm not quite sure how to deal with pens. What I wanted to do was to make things, sit down, make things that didn't cost me any money other than obviously the equipment on which it's produced. Didn't cost me any money, but then the whole profit, the sale price of the item or the donation that you make, all goes to Royal Surrey. That, however, the pen costs me money. The metal pieces, the nib inside and so on, all of these are metal, obviously, not turned on here, and you buy them as a kit. That one cost me, I think it's about £7 for the kit. The wooden bits obviously are at this point free. This is laburnum, by the way, it's a lovely wood. So I would be reluctant to start making these in any sort of quantity without having recompense for the bits that I have to buy. I'm not quite sure how to deal with that, or even if it's possible, but if you would like one of these, I'm quite willing to make one, but you will have to buy the kit for me, or at least give me the money to buy the kit. That I could do, and then make a donation for the bit that I've added, i.e. the wooden piece at the end. So there you are. This is what I'm trying to do. I hope people out there are in tune with what I'm trying to do and are happy to support. So if you've seen this video, then please think about adding something to the fundraising, and possibly receiving something in return to stand on your table or your shelf, or even to write with, as I do regularly. So there you are, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to hear from you all soon, and start making things that you want. Bye for now.